Alright, and we should be live here on YouTube. I apologize for being a little bit late. My computer just... I restarted my computer at work after I got everything uploaded and everything for the stream. Yeah, I decided it didn't want to turn back on, and it was going to take like 10 minutes to reset. So, we have gone and we have reset. We are getting the... everything going. We're just waiting on the NASCAR website to actually go. There we go, the leaderboard. What we were waiting on. And please don't be doing this glitch where I don't get the leaderboard. Okay, there we go. And oh, come on. Oh, come on. I know the pixel. There we go. That's where I need to stop that. And there we go. We should be all set up. I got that going. As you guys can see, the playoff drivers are highlighted in that faint yellow there. Should be a little easier to see over by their speeds, but over by their names, it extends the whole way. And yeah, we are here and they are rolling. We are getting ready. Oh, pace car's already off. Real short intro here to the stream. Thank you guys for everybody that has tuned in throughout the streams. And here we go. Green flag's out, and Ross Chastain is away with the lead. And let's see, going down into turn 1 at Watkins Glen. A 20-lap stage here at Watkins Glen is going to go by in the blink of an eye. Ross Chastain to the lead. Martin Truex Jr. looking for the lead here as he tried to go to the outside there. And we are starting to file down into single file. There's a lot of colors. I'm not too familiar with every driver's paint scheme. I think the orange car is Cindric here. That's the first car side-by-side for position. And yes, that is Cindric in the Auto Trader car. Right now, though, again, everybody able to get a single file here pretty quickly, aside from... Oh, we got Big Wreck! Big Wreck in the back! Not Austin Dillon. Kyle Busch is in it. Denny Hamlin gets a chunk of it, and not sure who else. But that is a massive crash, and I am surprised that has not thrown a yellow already. I think there's absolutely going to be a yellow for that. We'll have to wait and see if Kyle's able to get his car back to the pits. Obviously, with no traffic coming, he has some safety. And yep, there's the yellow. Yellow flag is out. And yeah, that was absolute chaos there on lap number 1 of the race. You got the 12 of Ryan Blaney involved. That's one of your playoff contenders right there. And this is a very chaotic start to a race that theoretically should be a very easy one to predict. Alright, so there we go. Welcome on in, everybody. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. If you guys are, of course, hit the like button and subscribe if you guys are new, so you guys don't miss any future videos or live streams. So, looks like Bell was off track. Zane Smith was off track. Not sure. Trying to figure out who else was involved here. Okay, here we go. Watching the replay. Corey LaJoie is the car they're focusing on here. Let's see. Why are we focusing on Corey LaJoie? Oh, because Corey LaJoie turned Kyle Busch. Busch clips the 20. And then the 71, the 11 both go off course into a dust cloud along with whoever that yellow car is there. I did not get a chance to see who that yellow car was. Alright, let's see. What's this replay going to show? Not really sure what that was supposed to show, but yeah, that was a mess there. I believe this is Denny Hamlin's on board. Once again, not really sure what we're going to see outside of the fact that Denny Hamlin definitely had contact with the spinning number 8 car. But yeah, that was again, a complete mess of a restart here. Looks like Brad Keselowski finding his way through. Or maybe that was Chris Buescher. Kind of hard to tell the cars apart when the same sponsor sponsors both drivers throughout the season. But yeah, it's just... Alright, so Ryan Preece gets involved in it. So the 47 was the yellow car that I hadn't identified yet. So, yeah, long list of cars involved here. Not sure who that black car is either. Was that Juan Pablo? Might be Juan Pablo Montoya there. So, there we go. And yeah, here we go. Let's see. Bubba Wallace was involved, so my guess is that Bubba had to have been that black car way at the back then. Let's see. Again, trying to spot cars here. Okay, yeah, Bubba is the black car that comes in late. Bubba swerves to avoid. Juan Pablo stays on track and avoids. So, yeah, Bubba is the Toyota that I saw at the end. Alright, so there we go. And, yeah, we're just chilling here. Hopefully everybody is having a good time. I'm gonna go just hopelessly check on my Colts here. See if my Colts are doing any better now than they were 10 minutes ago. I don't have a whole lot of optimism, if you guys can't tell, because we were losing like 13-3 when I last checked. And it hasn't been that long. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's see. So we got Denny Hamlin getting fixed up there. And, yep, nope, the Colts actually gave up more points there. So, Blaney, Denny Hamlin, and Kyle Busch, it sounds like, are going to be done for the day, which is disappointing because those are three drivers I think a lot of people had hope in. I certainly thought that maybe one or two of those guys were going to do something here. Alright, so there we go. Got the chat up. Hey, JP, how's it going? There we go. Alright, welcome on in, everybody. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Again, we are under a caution flag due to a lap 1 crash caused by contact between Corey LaJoie and Kyle Busch that also collected Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, Christopher Bell, Zane Smith, and others with minor damage. Believe Bubba Wallace was also one of the drivers involved in there. But, yeah, that was nothing Denny could have done better there. I mean, I'd have to go back and rewatch his POV, but I legitimately don't think there was much he could have done. Alright, come on. Let's see. Gonna go ahead and take a quick peek at the Packers Colts game, and yeah, we are really struggling here. Actually, not too bad on the yardage there. But the fact that Jonathan Taylor is our leading receiver on the day is really not great. Alright, well, there we go. And, yep, so, yeah, first caution of the day comes on lap 1. Stenhouse is also involved. I'm going to go run and grab a drink real quick and play a quick ad, but we will be right back, guys. And again, I apologize for being late. we are back and we are ready to continue this stream. And we are ready. Hopefully everybody else is excited. I'm going to really quickly check my NASCAR fantasy lineup, just see if anybody was that I had on mine was in that one. I don't think I had any of those guys, but yeah, definitely a messy start to the race. Alright, come on. It's making me sign in again. Gotta love it when it does that. Come on. First off, gonna go ahead and grab my NASCAR fan award points. Oh, come on. Okay, I guess I'm signing in under a different account by accident. Okay. Well, didn't have anybody involved in that one. Let's see. I am 9th place in my league. And my lineup is as optimized as possible. So there we go. And we are ready to continue. Hopefully everybody else is as excited as I am. Again, we were getting ready for a nice, good start. And then through the bus stop, we had a multi-car pileup thanks to Corey LaJoie and Kyle Busch tangling. I personally think that LaJoie was probably mostly at fault from what I've seen so far, but I'm not at a point where I'm calling it yet. Alright, so there we go. I'm going to go ahead and just mute this so that hopefully I don't get a whole lot of notifications throughout the stream. And there we go. Alright. So we are chilling here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. If you guys are, of course, again, hit the like button and subscribe. We are on our way towards that 2,700 number. And, again, we are waiting to see. Ryan Blaney's gone to the garage with his damage, so he is out the race, and that is his day done here. Let's see. Again, we're waiting to see what the rest of them are going to end up doing. So, there we go. Alright. So yeah, we're just chilling here. Hopefully, again, everybody is having a good time. Let me know who you guys think is going to win the race. My pre-race pick over on the Lap Down podcast earlier this week. I said my pick over there was going to be William Byron. I think he continues the trend we've seen over the last the last 5 races here. We've seen Chase Elliott, Larson, and then William Byron last year. I think Byron goes back-to-back and continues the trend for Hendrick drivers going for not 3-peats, but 2 in a rows. Alright, so there we go. Alright. So yeah, we're just chilling out, relaxing, and again, for anyone who hasn't been as tuned into the channel, and specifically wasn't tuned in during either Thursday or yesterday's stream, just beware, there probably won't be much content from me till probably Wednesday or Thursday, as I will be on my way down to, I'm going to be driving down to Bristol starting tomorrow morning, so no football streams tonight or tomorrow. Mainly just because I didn't think either of the games that were up were all that great. I didn't think Texans-Bears is going to be any good, and I don't think Eagles-Falcons is going to be any good, especially not without A.J. Brown, so yeah, no football streams this week. Might be getting some next week. We'll have to wait and see what my schedule ends up looking like that Sunday after the race before I come back in terms of internet access and other stuff, but here we go. Let's see. So again, Chastain has led every lap as he managed to get the lead off the initial start. Chastain, Truex, Van Gisbergen, Bowman, and Allmendinger are your top 5. Cindric shuffled his way into 6th place. 7th was Suarez. Michael McDowell and Briscoe both gaining a couple of spots there as they move up to 9th and 10th respectively. Pace car is off, and we are leaving the field back in the hands of these 2 drivers. And let's go ahead and go green flag's out. We are back to racing, and Back on the throttle we go. And is SVG going to dive it up the inside? No. He's going to go to the inside of MTJ, though, for second. MTJ goes wide here in the runoff area. And, oh, we got another slide there. That's going to be Austin Cindric backing way up there, I believe. Maybe not. No, Cindric's still there. So who was that power slide? No idea. Might have been Keselowski. Hard to tell when, a lot of people are running different paint schemes this week. AJ Allmendinger in a complete and total free fall. And he has lost any sense of track position there, has gone away from AJ Allmendinger, and that is disheartening there. Alright, so there we go. Again, we're on lap 6 now of the race. William Byron making his way up through the field. And let's see, where's it going to be? I think I picked a good time to bench. I benched Allmendinger at the last second there in my lineup, so made a good choice there. And here we go. Let's see. William Byron and Tyler Reddick racing each other through the corners. All right, here we go. Down through turn 1. Now up into the S's goes... Come on. If we can just focus on one battle, please. TV, rather than continuing to shuffle between different battles on each camera. Here we go. All right. So Noah Gragson versus Zane Smith. This is the battle we're following into the bus stop. And now we're panning to the front of the field. Because why not? And here we go. MTJ. He's got the 16 of Shane Van Gisbergen right behind him. And the 13 of Allmendinger has opted to come to pit road. And he is going to be in danger going a lap down here if he's not quick about it. Alright, so yeah, right now though, 7 laps down, and again, it's a 20-lap stage, so it is going to be very fast-paced stages here, and yeah, we're just working our way through this one. Alright, there we go. Alright, so yeah, it looks like it was AJ Allmendinger who just kind of got pinballed into the middle of the line while everybody went to either his inside or outside there. So yeah, he was the car that got super squirrely as well that I thought was going around. So, yep, definitely a not great start here for AJ Allmendinger as he drifts back. We'll have to wait and see if he can find any kind of speed to try and maybe make a comeback, but that is going to be a rough way to start this one. Alright, so there we go. And again, 8 laps in, they are continuing to just kind of, everybody's getting down a single file and going to try and run this one out. The good thing about short stages here is that you don't have a whole lot of time to wait, because right now we're already closing up on halfway in the stage. Now, obviously, these drivers can make it to the end of this stage without pitting, but in terms of going for points, you might see some drivers who don't care about points, like Shane Van Gisbergen, Chastain, the guys who are just looking for the win, stay out, come to pit road, Meanwhile, you'll see guys like Truex, Briscoe, Bowman, who all need points desperately, all stay out to try and get the playoff points available at the end of the stage. Alright, so yeah, right now, Chase Elliott working his way up through the is that top 10? Hard to tell because I know Elliott wasn't starting all that great, but Suarez was, so we're trying to figure out. I think that's inside the top 10 as Elliott's moving his way up through the field. And let's see. Alright, so they're going to their first commercial break. And we are going to continue to be here, and they go full screen commercial, so... Again, we will not have access to be able to actually see the track, so we'll just be chilling here. Again, hopefully everybody is having a good time. Let me know who you guys' picks to win the race is, because I would love to hear them. Maybe one of your picks got wiped out in the earlier incident. Alright, so there we go. And let's go ahead and get this first body armor in us for some energy, because I think we definitely need it. Alright, here we go. Ooh. Man, that was definitely cold. So I'm going to go ahead and log into my actual my main account here. Let's see. Go ahead, grab our NASCAR fan reward points. Those are going to be the last fan reward points we're able to get before Bristol. And I don't believe we will be... yeah, I don't think it'll be enough. But, yep. So, there we go. Got my 50 points. And, yeah, we're going to end up going ahead and figuring out what we're going to do with the points. Alright, here we go. So, again, we're still at commercial break, but we are just chilling here. Alright, let's see. Again, right now, caution. We haven't had any real battle for the lead. Looking to see if we have any real change even through the field, but no, it looks like everybody's kind of just minding their own business here. Mike McDowell in 9th here. Briscoe up to 5th. That's a big one for me, especially on my fantasy lineup, because I actually thought to put him in. Alright, let's see. Yeah, nope, my lineup is still as good as it can be, with Ty Gibbs in 14th as my worst one. And here we go, coming back from commercial break, and we are back out on the track. And again, Martin Truex Jr. hanging about 1 second behind the one of Chastain here. Definitely going to be interesting watching this one. Chase Elliott making his way up into the 8th position, trying to work his way up through this one. And the points so far in this round of the playoffs, you got, yeah, there we go. Briscoe and Ty Gibbs are tied for the final spot in the next round. Again, guys like Larson, Truex, they are on the edge of making it or not making it, depending on whether they have a good day or a bad day here. So these are the points as they run. Currently, Harrison Burton 30 points out. If he goes into Bristol anything like 30, 29 points out, he will absolutely be a must-win at Bristol if he has any real hope to advance. Alright, so yeah, here we go. Let's see, 8 laps to go. Riding on board with Tyler Reddick here. Not really sure what we're hoping to see here, but again, right now the Cup Series has just kind of gotten really single file a lot quicker than the Xfinity Series did for whatever reason. It's not necessarily a bad thing because it leads to some nice, calm, quiet racing. Alright, so yeah, right now, 13 laps in, and we're just continuing to see this one. I guess we're going to start to put the pressure on Truex instead of Truex putting any kind of pressure on Chastain. Chastain still needs to be perfect, but alright, so there we go. Come on. Show me something interesting. Come on. Alright, so Denny Hamlin and Kyle Busch are only 1 lap down, so they are actually still in the mix. Alright, here we go. And here we go, SVG looking to the inside, entering the bus stop. Not gonna pull out a line there quite yet. But over the curbs here, he is right on that back bumper of the 19. Any small misstep by the 19 would lead to the 16 of SVG looking for that pass. And again, we are 7 laps to go here in stage number 1. SVG being held off so far by stage winner MTJ. But again, how long will that last? Here we go. SVG up the inside. Shane Van Gisbergen to the 2nd position. There we go. SVG up to 2nd, and now he can start to try and track down the leader. Alright, so yeah, SVG makes his way to 2nd here. Now we get to watch SVG potentially try and run down Chastain. Meanwhile, Truex and Bowman and Briscoe get to play the game of just trying to stay as close as you possibly can to the speeding rocket ahead of you. Alright, so yeah, right now, Van Gisbergen is starting to separate himself from the field of cars behind him, but man, it is just a little bit on the boring side. But again, right now, a lot of these drivers are playing it safe, trying to avoid wrecking. And how did Zane Smith get up into the top 13 after being involved in one of those wrecks earlier? Alright, so they are going to be going to commercial break here. 6 laps to go. Let's see. If it's a side-by-side commercial, alright, it's side-by-side commercial. We get to stay on the air. And again, 5 laps to go. I'm expecting in about 2 laps we will start to see a lot of drivers peeling off towards pit road. And then with 2 laps to go, obviously pit road will close. And everybody will have to wait for the so again, right now it's all about whether or not SVG can run down Chastain in terms of the battle for the lead. I think Chastain's got the lead pretty well on lock. And I think realistically almost every other position is pretty safe as well, barring potential pit stops. So yeah, right now 4 laps to go here. 4 more times around, and oh, here we go, coming to pit road. We got a driver coming to pit road here already. We got a biter. Alright, so there we go. We got 1 driver coming to pit road here. Again, I would anticipate most of the drivers coming the next time by. Oh, man, here we go. Let's see. We're just working our way through this one. We're at commercial break, and there's nothing really close on the racetrack here. At least not close where anyone's actually attempting a pass. There's a lot of close single-file racing, but alright, so there we go. And here comes the rest of the field. Yep, these are the drivers I was expecting to come to pit road. Logano starts the trail down pit road. No, SVG started them off. Shane Van Gisbergen starts them off coming down pit road. Zane Smith, Chris Buescher, Joey Logano. Yeah, William Byron, Corey LaJoy, Ty Gibbs, Noah Gregson, and Josh Berry. Alright, so yeah, everybody coming down pit road. Keselowski finds his pit stall. SVG coming out of his pit stall. And now the top 10 looks a lot more yellow. Top 10 has a lot of playoff drivers in it. A lot of drivers hoping for some playoff points here. Or at least some stage points. Alright, and here we go. Chastain coming down pit road. The rest of them staying out here, and that is going to lock down pit road here. Alright, so 2 laps to go. Pit road is closed here. Martin Truex Jr. now the race leader. So he's going to earn some points here. Daniel Hemrick in position to get that 10th and final playoff spot. Or not 10th and final playoff spot, but 10th and final point spot here. Now let's go ahead and we'll skip you guys some ads so that you guys don't have to put up with more ads because of my mistakes. And here we go. Let's see. Alright, so again, right now, 2 laps to go. Truex holds a half-second lead over Bowman. 1.2 seconds over Briscoe. Alright, again, right now, we're just working our way through this one. Man, again, I am tired here. White flag is out for Martin Truex Jr. As he heads into turn 1. Again, no real challenge from behind. We'll have to wait and see if one of these drivers wants to try a challenge, but... Alright, so here we go. Coming down the back straightaway. Can Bowman make a move here on Martin Truex Jr. for the lead? Alright, so here we go. Come on, Bowman. Bowman versus Truex here. Come on. Do something interesting here. We got 2 corners left. 2 turns to go here in stage 1 of the NASCAR Cup Series race. And, oh no. Brad Keselowski speeding penalty. Too fast exiting the pits. And he will have to go tail end of the longest line when they restart. Alright, so there we go. MTJ, Alex Bowman, Briscoe able to get a 3rd place finish on the stage. There we go. Daniel Suarez, Cindric, Elliott, Reddick, Larson able to get some good, valuable stage points. And then Eric Jones and Daniel Hemrick rounding out your top 10 here today in stage number 1. And, yeah, the yellow flag flies, and we are under caution here. I'm going to go use the bathroom real quick. I will be right back, guys. I'm not going to go ahead and bother you guys with an ad because I think you guys have seen enough of those, but we will be back in just a moment, guys. here we go. All right, bit of a bit more energy here, hopefully, for the second stage. Another 20 lapper. Wow. All right, so these first two stages are gonna go by pretty quick. This is gonna be the same length total distance, scheduled distance, I mean, as the total distance of yesterday's Xfinity race. We'll have to wait and see if we go to overtime. Okay, let's see. All right. So again, the top 8 drivers there, all being playoff drivers, all needing those points, and all of them getting them. That's some good finishing there. A lot of drivers getting some good points there, and let's see. All right, looks like my other profile has a good garage driver, so I need to go ahead and make that swap. And here we go. Let's see. Here we go. Everybody coming into the pits, and it's going to be we're going to see basically the top 10 or so come into the pits. Everybody else who has just been on pit road will not be there, and here we go. We got MTJ, Daniel Suarez, and Alex Bowman, and NASCAR. Can I please ask you why we can't get the pit stop speed times this weekend? We were so good at getting them all season, including last week at Atlanta, from the same company. But then today, it's like, this weekend at Watkins Glen, it's been like pulling teeth to try and get the pit stop times. Here we go. Truex wins the race off pit road. Bowman, Suarez gaining gaining a spot. Larson gaining 4 spots. Briscoe losing 2, but Briscoe doesn't care. I think he cares more about the 2 points he gained by being ahead of those 2 at the time of caution. All right, there we go. Alright, so there we go. Made that change to my roster. And here we go. So, let's see. What do we got? Alright, well, we got 11 people hanging out in chat. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. If you guys are, of course, hit the like button and subscribe if you guys are new so you guys don't miss any future videos or live streams. Let's go ahead and I'm going to be setting something up on the side here for at the end of stage 2 or any other extended caution periods. Just give me like 2 minutes, guys. We're under commercial break, so you're not missing anything regardless. Plug that and plug that in, and there we go. Alright, that's all set up for later. I will reveal to you guys what we're going to be doing in a bit, but again, that'll only come if we get more extended cautions, which, considering the way these cars like to wreck here and how long the pace laps are, it's very possible. But here we go, let's see. So, they got a Toyota commercial going. And, yeah, let's go ahead and just open up Twitter and see if there's anything over there going on that we haven't heard about. Let's see. Alright, McDowell is talking about potentially taking the front row if SVG doesn't fill the top 2 starting spots. So, we know Ross Chastain will almost certainly pick the inside line. In fact, actually, we can go ahead and bring back up the thing from last night. Alright, let's go ahead and Swap images real quick. Alright. So, once again, as per last night, and again, this layout is not the exact layout that they're using, but the important part, which is this part here in the turn 1, is the important part. So, yeah, the inside lane is the preferred line as you go through the since you'll be on the inside for the first 2 significant corners, outside of a 3rd corner, and then inside of a 4th corner leading to the big straightaway. So the inside line is absolutely the preferred way to restart here. Now the question is for that second driver, which at this point is Shane Van Gisbergen. Now he's a affiliate teammate to Ross Chastain and the Trackhouse guys, and will be an in-house Trackhouse teammate to them next year, driving the number 88 Chevy out of Trackhouse. So he and Ross Chastain could line up nose to tail on the inside line, and if so, it sounds like Michael McDowell would opt to take the outside line. A little bit less preferred of a lane, but if you can start a row further forward, he feels like the disadvantage is offset enough there by it. So there we go. And again, this layout does not show the backstretch bus stop chicane, and NASCAR uses this little gray chute. A couple of small differences to the layout that we are using to the layout that we will be seeing, or that we saw in that graphic there. Just happened to be the first one I came to when I Googled Watkins Glen track map. And here we go. Harrison Burton now only 4 points shy of advancing. And even Chase Briscoe, the driver who's the worst in points, is only 8 points shy of being able to transfer in. I mean, obviously, a lot of stuff still has to happen, but if so, we got a really fun race at Bristol if we're going to have potentially 6-7 cars within 10 points of each other. But there we go. AJ Allmendinger mechanical issues out on lap 8 there. And here we go. Pace car is off. And yep, as indicated, SVG took the inside behind his teammate, and Michael McDowell goes to the front row here, and we are going to go green, green, green. Green flag's out. We are back to racing. All right, let's see what's going to happen here. Ross Chastain holds Michael McDowell wide. Michael McDowell goes wide, but he's going to end up getting out there. And we got a spin in the back. Spin in the back here. Michael McDowell arm wrestling his way up into the top two. He just takes that spot from SVG. Alright, there we go. That is one way to go ahead and make sure that you get that spot. Just completely shoving SVG out the way. Just know if you do it to him, it is absolutely fair game for him to do it back to you. And here we go. We got a lot of guys getting a little off track there in the bus stop there, kicking up a ton of dust and dirt. Yeah, let's see. Okay, right now the majority of the field's looking to try and just get single file. Not a whole lot of guys kind of poking out of line trying to make something yet. Alright, so yeah, here we go. 6 laps into stage number 2. And again, this battle for the points could not be all that much closer here. Martin Truex Jr. plus 5 points over the cut line. Burton and a lot of other drivers are fighting for those points. Let's see. Alright, let's see. Again, right now we're just working our way through this one. Chase Elliott trying to work his way back up to the field. He is currently inside the top 8 on points, so he should be safe to advance. We'll have to wait and see, but So yeah, here we go. Let's see. Again, 6 laps in there, just working their way around this one. Zane Smith up into the top 5. Massive shout out to Zane Smith, who does not actually have a ride currently for next year. And we got a lot of swerving there out of Kyle Larson there in the back of the pack, trying to break some of the draft. I thought he was about to get himself turned there the way he was swerving. Alright, so there we go. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's see. How is it going? So, yeah, they're just showing this same kind of contact here with Kyle Larson and Daniel Suarez here. Oh, alright. So, the driver that got spun out there was Tyler Reddick that got spun out in that on the restart, and that was the result of that contact between those two. Alright. Here we go. So now we got SVG going by Michael McDowell, and now we got Joey Logano trying to make it past. Alright, let's see again. Right now, 8 laps in. Again, we're almost halfway through this stage, and right now Kyle Larson is absolutely struggling here, trying to hang on for whatever points he might be able to salvage, although 27th does not leave me with too much hope. Alright, so yeah, right now though, going to the bus stop, and yeah, right now Rosschastain has a fairly uncontested view. He's got Van Gisbergen behind him, who's a teammate. And you got Michael McDowell, who is busy fighting off everybody else behind him rather than just worrying about running his race. Alright, so again, right now, we're just working our way through this one. And again, the gap between Martin Truex Jr., the last guy in the playoffs, and the furthest guy from making the playoffs, it's a total of a 7-point gap. But yeah, as of right now, if the round of 16 ended right this moment, Keselowski, Harrison Burton, Briscoe, and Hamlin would be the 4 drivers eliminated. And who would have thought Denny Hamlin would be on that list a little while ago? But yep, that is how it has happened. Alright, so there we go. And they go to a full screen commercial break. Alright, let's see. Alright, so yeah, right now we're just chilling out again. Sorry about the lack of energy here. And oh yeah, I completely forgot. Dale Earnhardt Jr. will be on track next week at the Xfinity Series race for Bristol Motor Speedway. I can't wait. Again, I'm going to be down there in Bristol. Yeah, Tuesday afternoon I will be arriving in the Bristol area, and I will be there all the way through Sunday, so looking forward to a good weekend of racing. Hopefully you guys are too. As if any of you guys happen to see me at the track, feel free to say hi. I will almost certainly have some some channel stuff hanging out around whether that be magnets, stuff like that. I bring it to pretty much every race I go to. Oh man. But yep. Let's see. Man, these commercial breaks are really long and annoying. Alright, here we go. Quick question for the end of the race. Alright, so there we go. Gonna just go ahead and pop that poll in there for you guys. Again, thank you guys for all 14 of you guys who are in chat coming back from the commercial break. And SVG is the betting favorite to win this race. That is a surprise here, as I kind of expected that that the favorite was going to be one of the in-house NASCAR guys, but there we go. Let's see. Who do you guys think is going to win the race? We got Just Manufacturers here today as the vote. Sure, we got plenty of opinions as to which manufacturer we think is going to win the race. So far, though, I think Chevy's got a pretty good handle on it, although you've got Michael McDowell and Joe Logano, a couple of fast forwards right there inside the top 5. The first Toyota on the field is Ty Gibbs in 7th, and he is the lone Toyota inside that top 10. Although Christopher Bell not too far back in the 12th position, and as we know, Tyler Reddick likes to come on late. But here we are, let's see. Alright, so yeah, right now I'm just kind of waiting to see what this one's going to end up looking like. During the next commercial break, we'll actually go and take a quick peek over at Actually, I'm going to go ahead and take a quick peek over at IndyCar right now, because I want to see how their championship race is going, because they were kicking off at the same time we were. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and pull up their live leaderboard real quick. Again, right now we are watching the NASCAR Cup Series race. Currently 7 laps to go here in stage number 2. Shane Van Gisbergen stalking Ross Chastain. Meanwhile, the battle for third is on between Michael McDowell, Joey Logano, and the rest. I will give it to Zane Smith. He's been able to hang. A Spire car in the same category with the Penske and the Front Row Motorsports car, which is just an incredible stat there that he's been able to keep up there. Alright, is their race? Okay, their race is going. So there we go. Alright. So again, the battle for the lead here is going to be a tight one. We'll have to wait and see how that ends up going here down the stretch. I almost anticipate that Joe Logano is going to basically probably wait till the last minute to make the move. Alright, let's see. Again, right now we're waiting to see. But again, right now, Michael McDowell's actually doing a pretty good job of holding off for the third position here. So there we go. Looks like the fan vote says we think a Chevy's going to win this race, which again, right now the battle for the lead is 2 Chevrolets. Alright, so yeah, right now though, Logano's been able to stay close, but hasn't been able to make a pass yet on Michael McDowell. Michael McDowell losing a ton of time to the leaders, but I don't think he really cares about the leaders, as they are long gone in another zip code at this point. over 7 seconds back is Michael McDowell from the leaders, but he leads his pack. And here we go. Let's see. Alright, let's see again. Right now, we're just working our way through this one, though. Hopefully, again, everybody's enjoying it. 4.2 points above the cut line for Trix there a moment ago. That's a big one. Alright, let's see again right now. Let's see. I'm a little bit tired. I apologize if the energy I'm bringing to the stream is not my best quality here. Yeah, but here we go. Let's see. Martin Truex Jr. Chase Briscoe keeping himself close on that potential conversion line here towards the next round of the playoffs. And we're going to be going to commercial break here. Let's see. Ross Chastain leads over SVG. Alright, so again, right now we got five minutes left. Or not 5 minutes left. 5 laps left in this stage. 5 laps left, and it is going to be a close one here as they go through the full track. And here we go. Let's see. Mike McDowell doing an amazing job of hanging on here. Alright, let's see again right now. 5 laps to go. Michael McDowell doing everything he can to hold off Joey Logano here, and I just don't know if it'll be enough to try and hold off the hard-charging number 22 car. And if Mike McDowell even wants to hold him off, I mean, at some point, potentially, you're going to see these guys maybe pit to try and get the advantage on the restart here. Alright, so again, right now, 5 laps to go, and they are just focusing on these battles throughout the midfield here. You got Zane Smith versus Corey LaJoie starting to heat up a little bit for the 4th position. Alright, so yeah, right now they're just working their way through this one. Again, 4 laps to go. Next time by, I would expect to be the lap where we see a lot of guys coming to pit road. Alright, and there we go. Kyle Larson coming to pit road. He's going to sacrifice playoff. He's going to sacrifice the stage points in this stage to go ahead and get himself the track position here for the final stage. Alright, so here we go. 4 laps to go. Going to be coming to 3 to go this time by. Most of these guys, this is their chance to... Oh, we got a wheel! Oh, we got a loose wheel. We have got ourselves a loose wheel on pit road, and that could be a caution flag here. We'll have to wait and see. But there is a wheel loose on pit road. And here we go. Coming to pit road next, it'll be... There we go. Michael McDowell and the rest of them coming down pit road. Logano stays out, so there was 2 students. Alright, so here we go. Michael McDowell getting his 4 tires and fuel. He's going to try and set himself up for the end of the race here. Martin Truex Jr. doing the same thing. Elliott doing the same thing. Everybody trying to be smart about this and pitting in the correct timing here to try and get this one. And oh no! No. Daniel Suarez is stuck. Daniel Suarez is stuck in the gravel, and he may not be able to get out, which means this might be a caution flag to end it. yep, there's the caution flag flying, and it is going to be caution flag is out, and the number 1 and the 16 are both slowing up here as they cross the line with 2 laps to go. 2 to go here. SVG, look, I don't know. Alright, so yeah, we are under caution flag here. And yeah, it looks like Daniel Suarez got spun around just in the middle of the last 2 corners and ends up getting just far enough in to end up getting his rear tires in the sand trap. And that's where he ended up stuck. Alright, well. Harrison Burton going to get some valuable stage points here as he is in the 6th position. Briscoe earning some key stage points as well. Byron, Bowman. A lot of guys earning stage points here who desperately needed them. But yeah, so whose wheel got away from them? Was it... Oh. It was, that was part of the Brad Keselowski team. Alright, so there we go. Caution flag is out, and we are going to be here for a moment, so let's go ahead and have a little bit of fun with it. Let's go ahead and, Alright, let's go ahead and make sure I got my camera up. So, I managed to pick up a couple boxes of these 2021 trading cards here. Getting green screened a little bit, but we are going to go ahead and I do have a card opening layout on one of these cameras. Just got to figure out which one it is. Nope. Nope. Okay, I know I have one of these that is synced up to the other camera. Alright, there we go. So, here we go. Just gonna go ahead and try and center it a little bit more on this little white table here. Alright, so that white table is just off to the side here. We're gonna go ahead and pop the regular video camera into the top corner here. This is going to be a really weird one because I'm green screening over the same room that I am in. So, hi, I'm over here, and over there is where the cards are. And again, we're going to just open up a couple packs here while we are under what is probably going to be a long caution, as they need to pace here to the end of the stage. And then we will go ahead and head on to the next one. So these are Panini Chronicles 2021 racing cards. So let's go ahead and get the thing opened, which is easier said than done because I have got unlike most people, I'm using a fork. So here we go. Alright, I'm going to try and keep the mic somewhat near me so you guys hopefully can still hear me, no problem. Mic is coming a little loose. There we go. Alright. So here we go. And, yep, so they are pacing on the final lap. Again, we are going to be going ahead and this final lap, it's under caution flag as long as they don't run out of fuel, which they have no reason why they would run out of fuel. So here we go. So these cards, they're a couple years old, but managed to grab some, and let's go ahead and see what we got. So there we go. Alright. So here we go. Let's see. So there we go. We got ourselves, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 packs. Okay. So we got ourselves 5 packs in the little box. We'll set the box there. And yeah, we're just going to go ahead and open up some card packs here while we're Oh, we're at this caution flag. So, how about this? We'll do 1 pack per caution throughout the remainder of the race. Every single caution will come back to this one for it. How about that? Sound good, guys? Sounds good. All right. Try and keep it away from the mic if I can because that squeaking sound is annoying. All right, let's see. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna also go ahead and take off the focus off the camera so I can go ahead and hopefully get you guys some better quality video here. So configure video, focus, camera control focus, auto nope, and let's see. I'm trying to get it to focus in on the first card is a Denny Hamlin card. Let's see. So, trying to figure out where the good balance is on the focus again. I want to kind of hang it back about here. All right, let's see what the auto thinks. All right. Auto's not too bad. Let's go ahead and maybe turn the light down a bit there. That way we can show them without the light. And here we go. They're going to cross the line. And this will be the stage win here for Ross Chastain. Shane Vegasberg in second. Third, Joey Logano. Fourth, Ty Gibbs. Ty Gibbs getting to the top 5 here in the stage. So here we go. So let's see. Denny Hamlin. Oh, we got a cool Jamie McMurray card. There we go. Oh. Let's see. What's this? Oh, race-worn material there for a little bit of his race-worn fire suit on the Jamie McMurray card there. It's pretty cool. We got the Kyle Busch M&M's fire suit. There we go. Ooh, a Sheldon Creed nice green rookie card. Or not even rookie card. He was in GMS at the time. Seeing that might be a rookie Xfinity Series card. And then we got a holographic Kevin Harvick here. And that's all the cards for this first bundle. So, there we go. Alright, so I think that went alright. And again, we will go ahead and do another pack every time we get a caution flag from here on. There we go. Since the caution flags here are fairly crazy, so... Alright. But yeah, so these cards though are pretty cool. I really like the rookie, or not the rookie, but the green Creed card there. Let's see. I'm actually kind of curious to know what the number is on the January. How many of them did they make for this one? Let's see. Is it like a one of something? I'm sure there's a way to tell, but I'm not seeing it. And I don't want to handle it too much. Yeah, no, I don't see it. Okay, well. Alright, well, there we go. We opened up a pack of cards here, and again, we will continue to do 1 pack of cards per caution flag through the end of the race. And if you guys are wondering, yes, I do have a second box if we have more than 4 cautions throughout the final 50 laps of this race. But figure it'll be a fun little game for us to do to help fill out the caution flags, because the caution flags are long and boring for the most part at the road course because of just how long it takes to complete a lap. Alright, so there we go. Now I got chat up. And again, we should be seeing cars come into pit road here shortly. Alright, there we go. And the 24 is on pit road. Looks like they're... Oh, no. They're looking underneath that car. Longer stop. Big changes happening. Trying to get that one done. It does appear to be a regularly scheduled stop as everybody else is coming off pit road that had stayed out for the stage points there. I am worried, though, that because he was my pick for the win. And definitely worried about a little bit of a jinx there. Let's see. Alright, let's see again right now. Alright, let's see. Ooh. Kyle Larson almost hitting an Eric Jones crew member there and nearly knocks actually does knock the tire out of his hands. It's not great. Alright, there we go. Let's see. So Kyle Larson talking with his team on the crew here. Talking about how it's hard to see the orange pit box. So yeah, looks like Larson just... I don't know if he was apologizing for not getting in the pit box good or if he was apologizing for almost hitting the guy. Oh, and it looks like Juan Pablo has stalled his car on the exit of turn 1, or on the exit of the bus stop here, and it looks like everybody is kind of just... Oh, no, sorry, not Juan Pablo. Sorry, I keep getting him and Bubba Wallace apparently confused. And Bubba was serving a pit road penalty in addition to Kyle Larson, Brad Keselowski, Tyler Reddick, Zane Smith, and Daniel Suarez, all serving pit penalties here on lap as they are going to be getting ready to go to the front of the field. Juan Pablo actually getting to start up inside the top 10 here. Juan Pablo Montoya driving that number 50 car, the Mobil 1 Camry from inside the top 10. Let's see. Chastain, Van Gisbergen, and Logano have not pit since lap 17. The rest of the field pit, for the most part, the rest of the field pit at lap 40 or just before. And here we go. Green flag's out. We are back to racing, and Shane Van Gisbergen doesn't line up behind his teammate this time. He lines up on that outside of turn 1. And oh! Cars going sliding everywhere there. Luckily, they all keep it all together. I thought I saw SVG go spinning, but he went behind a giant leaderboard that they have on screen, which does not help with visibility of where a car is going when it slides behind there. And here we go. Let's see again. Right now, the tires are doing an okay job here. It's just a matter of trying to figure this whole thing out. Michael McDowell, though, climbing up the ranks here. He might be trying to make a name for himself. Or not even a name for himself, but a name for himself in this race is one of the guys you got to watch out for here. So Michael McDowell, Corey LaJoie on the move here. Briscoe up into the top 3. Again, if Briscoe can win this race, he locks himself into that second round regardless of what happens at Bristol next week. As of right now, he is 9 points ahead of the cut line. And now Martin Truex Jr. and Denny Hamlin are both below the cut line as of right now. Both of them. Alright, so here we go. Let's see. Again, right now we're working our way through this one, but right now you've got Joe Gibbs Racing drivers, the first car in and the last car in and the first two out are all Joe Gibbs Racing cars. But yeah, they're drag racing it out here. Yeah, the 15 of Kaz Grala making waves up here. As Kaz Grala trying to climb his way up into the top 10. Battling it out with Alex Bowman right now. Not sure what position that is for. But yeah, right now though, the biggest thing is that the points are super volatile right now because every position is a point from here on out. We are crossing halfway in the race. Half down, half to go here. And yeah, right now though, Chastain and Shane Vegas-Bergen are going to be trying to just drive away from the field. Leave the field in the past. And man, could you imagine how nice this race would have been if Chastain were a playoff driver? I mean, granted, he was one of the furthest out of the guys who got bumped out on that on the surprise winners near the end, especially the last 2 weeks of the regular season with 2 surprise winners. But yeah, Chastain though, he was one of those drivers that you knew if he got a shot at this thing, he would be a difference maker, and he seems to be pretty quick today. So again, Logano, no points in stage 1, but he managed to stay out. He opted to stay out and gain some points in stage 2, which is kind of the backwards way of going about it. If you're gonna collect points and go for track position, you try and collect the points in stage 1. That way you can play for the strategy for the end of the race and at pit stop 2, and then you're on the good side of that for the end of the race. But who am I to tell a race car driver how to race? So here we go. Let's see. We got Juan Pablo Montoya up into the 8th position right now. He's working his way up through here. Kyle Larson trying desperately to find any sort of ground to make up here. Trying to make those spots up. Especially when guys like Briscoe are up inside the top 10. Alright, so again, right now we're over halfway through this race. Working our way through this one, and yeah. As of right now, the it looks like the 54 of Ty Gibbs is just now past the 41 of Ryan Preece. I was going to say he's battling with the 41 of Ryan Preece, but then he wrapped up that battle. And I just knocked my phone on the floor. Alright, but yeah, right now though, Hocevar up in the top 10. That's another driver we haven't given a lot of credit to in this race, but he's doing pretty well as well. Alright, so here we go. Ooh, Kyle Larson nearly wrecks himself there. Trying to go, trying to dive it up the inside on Kyle Larson, it looks like. Dive it up the inside on Brad Keselowski. And oh no, we got a caution flag, and it is for the 11 car of Denny Hamlin, the car that was damaged in that earlier wreck. Comes back to bite him with a poor handling race car, and now he's got another caution flag brought out for himself. Let's see. What is the what's the? I want to see a replay of this before we get too far off track. Okay, so here we go. Speaking of off track, here goes Denny Hamlin. Way off track, merging, and just tries to get too close to the side of Keselowski's race car, and he couldn't go anywhere else because he had the 5 car on his inside, and Denny Hamlin was, even though he was the faster car, because he had the amazing run off the corner. Yeah, just because you have the track position or the pace doesn't necessarily mean you're entitled to the room on the racetrack if you're trying to put your car in a spot that it really doesn't want to be. Alright, so there we go. And yep, Denny Hamlin just hits the fence. That is, man, that is just a gnarly crash there. Alright, so as promised, we're going to go ahead and flip back over to the cards. And here we go. Let's see. Some cards are that one. Alright, so once again, I'm in the corner. We're going to go ahead and take another pack of cards. So only 5 cards in the pack. And here we go. Let's see. I want to open them away from the microphone if I can avoid it. Alright, let's see. What are we going to get this time? So we got our QR code thing to win a VIP trip to the Daytona 500 in 2024. Or not 2024, 2022, but that's long since happened, so oh, God, I'm trying to find a good angle where the light is good, but not directly on the thing. There we go. So we got Alex Bowman. The interesting thing about these cards is that all of them are going to have the face masks on them. So we got Joey Logano. We got, who is that? That's Sheldon Creed, a Silver Crusade card. That's a pretty cool one there. Alright, Joey Logano, Rainbow Titan. Oh. Dropped it. And the final one in this one is a driver I haven't actually seen before, Brittany Zamora. I honestly couldn't tell you much about her. She's wearing a Rackley War fire suit, so I'm assuming based on the stuff, she's an ARCA driver. No real big hits in that one. I mean, the Logano Titan card might be cool, but yeah. Definitely a little bit of a miss here, but let's get back over to the thing as they're getting ready for pit stops. So, pit stops are going to be underway here. And Joey Logano, one of the only drivers coming down pit road. Why are Chastain and Van Gisbergen not coming down pit road? I guess that's my bigger question here. Briscoe lost a couple spots there as well down the stretch as they were getting ready for the caution flag. He lost a spot to both McDowell and LaJoy. And here we go. Let's see. Alright, so there we go. Just chilling. How's everybody doing? Seems like we're still pretty convinced that Chevy's winning the race. Let's see. I will say that silver, yeah, the silver Sheldon Creed card actually looks pretty cool as well. Which, ironically, it's our second good Sheldon Creed card. I shouldn't say second and him too loudly there, but let's go ahead and see if the autofocus will focus in on the card there. But, yeah. Because, yeah, he doesn't exactly like second at this point. He's looking for first. So, there we go. We got those cards over there. And again, at every caution flag throughout the remainder of the race, we will be opening another pack of cards. Yeah, I figure it'll be a little bit of a fun gimmick here. And if you guys want to see that some kind of gimmick like that return for future streams, let me know. And if you guys don't, also let me know so I know not to open packs on stream again. But I figure it's a fun thing to do, especially with the elongated caution laps here at the Glen, where the caution laps are like 3-4 minutes apiece. In fact, a green flag lap is a minute 10, minute 12 seconds, depending on how fast you're going. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'll ever get used to Ty Gibbs in that orange CW car. Alright, so here we go. Lights are off on the pace car. They have doubled up and they are ready to go racing. It'll be Ross Chastain and not Austin. That's Shane Van Gisbergen in the front row. Speaking of front row, then you've got the Front Row Motorsports Ford on the inside of row number 2. And alongside him is Corey LaJoie as we get ready to go. Green flags out. We are back to racing. And here we go. Let's see. The one car of Ross Chastain, and it is going to be... Everybody's just kind of waiting. Let's see. What's it going to be? It's going to be Ross Chastain getting to the lead. The question is, the battle for second, it's going to go to Shane Van Gisbergen. SVG at second. Third place looks like it belongs to Mike McDowell. We're going to have to wait and see if McDowell can maybe close in down the back straightaway here. Heading towards the bus stop. The bus stop, a big braking zone. Big chance to outbrake your opponents. And once again, I imagine SVG and them were flawless through the corner, but the camera decided to not stay on them once they hit the... So here we go. Let's see. Again, right now they're working their way through this one. Alright, so yeah, right now though, again, we're just waiting to see how this goes, but here we go. Briscoe on the outside here. He's going to potentially lose a spot. And Briscoe is not in the position to be affording to lose a spot right now. Alright, so here we go again. 40 laps to go here in the race. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. If you guys are, of course, hit the like button and subscribe if you guys are new. We are on our way to 2,700 subscribers here. Alright, let's go ahead and see. Where are we at? Alright, we are at 26 on the subscriber count. There we go. Alright. So again, here we go. Let's see. Kyle Larson working his way up through the field. Again, trying to work his way back into the playoff picture more solidly, as Kyle Larson right now is only +7 on the cut line. And ooh, someone was spewing a bit of smoke there. Not sure who that was or what was going on, but someone was just spewing a decent amount of smoke out the back of their car. Almost like they had a tire rub or something, which would be a little concerning at this point in the race, because these tires have been pretty good. And yeah, there's another smoking tire, so it almost seems like under braking, whatever that tire is locking up. Alright, so yeah, right now we're just working our way through this one. It's going pretty good here. Let's see. Yeah, Coca-Cola family drivers there being shown on screen. And okay, so that's Zane Smith, who is absolutely smoking the brakes here into every braking zone. Every time he uses the brakes, he's just giving off a plume of smoke. And that is not good for, one, his car. There's no way the brakes will last that long. So we are going to see him probably either have to pit, or he will almost certainly lose the brakes at some point in here. And here we go. Let's see. So we're working our way through this one, closing in on the end of the race. Again, ever so slightly. So here we go. Logano up the inside on Tyler Reddick. Forces Reddick wide here. There we go. And now, again, right now, Zane Smith is getting... Oh, Zane Smith putting another massive block on Kyle Larson. Zane, how many blocks are you going to put on Kyle Larson before you realize you're probably going to end up wrecking yourself trying here at some point? Alright, so yeah, right now we're working on this one. Let's see. Right now, Bell, Bowman, and Byron are your top three point getters throughout this round of the playoffs. Cindric doing pretty well, though. He was obviously one of the top guys last week at the Atlanta race, along with his two teammates. And now he's, once again, one of the better performing drivers here at the road course, which is his personal specialty. Alright, so there we go. And we are working our way through this one. Alright, so yeah, right now, Chase Elliott's worked his way up into the top 10. Chase Briscoe has worked his way up into the 7th position as he is kind of free-falling a little bit from that original spot he was in of 3rd a couple of restarts ago. And as of right now, SVG still has not really attempted a real threatening pass here on the one at Chastain while everybody else is right there. Alright, so here we go. And they're going to commercial break. No caution flag. And they're going to go to a full screen commercial. Or not a full screen commercial. Alright, so we got a side-by-side commercial. Again, waiting to see if Mike McDowell can make a move on SVG. Or if SVG is going to make a move for the lead of the race here. At some point, one of these two things has got to break. Alright, let's see. So yeah, right now we're just kind of waiting here. Not a whole lot's happening. Not everybody's just kind of waiting, biding their time, and yeah, we're just kind of we're out of things to really talk about. Especially when the entire top 6 is all non-playoff drivers. Alright, so let's see. Alright. Come on, come on, come on. Lap 56 now. We're closing in on 30 laps to go in the race. So once we hit that point, I think our opponents will have to pit. Who pit at back lap? 11? Let's see. Does somebody smarter than me have the numbers? Also, I gotta take a quick peek at the IndyCar stuff. Alright, they are closing in on the end of their race. They are currently about 50s. They're about 60 laps away from the end of their race, and Alex Palou is currently in position to become their champion here with a 12th place finish on the day. Alright, let's see. Once again, I'm just kind of looking to see where Will Power is because he's the main player in this game. Will Power is 2 laps off the pace. That is not good. Alright, so there we go. Working our way through this one, and yeah, we're... Oh, Chris Buescher has made his way all the way up into the top 5. Where did Chris Buescher come from? There we go. Chris Buescher coming all the way up towards the front of the field. Buescher's now made his way up to the back bumper of Ross Chastain, and that could be a Ford that goes and wins the race. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and just take a quick peek at the Colts score because I want to know how the game finished. We got a touchdown, and it was to Alec Pierce. Alright. And Malik Willis finally threw his first passing TD. But the Colts lost to the Packers, and that was a game I felt like we really could win. But, alright, let's see. What are some of the other scores here? Vikings and the Niners. That's surprising. Seahawks and Patriots went into overtime. That's amazing. Commanders edge out the Giants. Chargers beat the Panthers. What did my player do in that one? And oh, here we go. Chris Buescher takes the lead. There we go. Chris Buescher takes the lead. There we go. Alright. Let's see. Bengals Chiefs game is at 3-3. And here we go. SVG comes to pit road. SVG hits pit road. Chastain, Briscoe also down there. And we'll be pitting momentarily. There we go. We're starting to have some pit stops, and that's going to be some action here. There we go. Finally starting some action on pit road. And this is going to be a question mark now as to, okay, now that we've seen them pit, the question is, do they pit at the right time or the wrong time? So yeah, right now though, Buescher and McDowell just hanging on to this 1-2 lead here as we hit 30 laps to go. And again, if you're pitting now, you are going to be running on that whatever you get. Oh, and here comes Buescher. Buescher is coming to pit road. So Buescher hands the lead to Michael McDowell. And that will put Michael McDowell in the driver's seat here to lead the race. And that is definitely terrifying. Alright, so there we go. Buescher gets his stop done nice and quick. And let's see. So again, they're starting to cycle through. Everybody coming to pit road. Justin Haley, Kaz Gralla, both the Rick Ware Racing cars coming to pit road. And here we go. Hocevar coming to pit road. Alright, let's lock in here for the final 30 laps here. Hocevar on pit road, Juan Pablo Montoya on pit road, William Byron coming down to pit road. So we're closing in on the end of this race, and it is going to get here one way or the other. And the only question left is who is going to win the race. We still seem to think Chevy is going to win it. Ford's in pretty good position. Toyota exists. Although I think Toyota has some of the strongest contenders, they have so few contenders for the win at road course races that makes it really hard. Again, you could have one or two standouts, but if that one or two standouts ends up in trouble or in traffic, like Bell so far has been one of the standout Toyotas of the day. Meanwhile, the other Toyotas have all kind of been struggling to try and stay out of the Alright, so here we go. Let's see again. Right now, Austin Dillon right on the back bumper of Christopher Bell. Oh, that looks like he might be getting fed up here. Let's see. Is he going to turn Bell? No, he's going to let Bell. Oh, no, yeah, he turns him! He turned him! He turned Christopher Bell on the entrance to the pits. And I don't see how that isn't a caution right away. But I guess the NASCAR opted to not call that one. Christopher Bell comes to pit road, but Austin Dillon just dumped him. I kind of called it, but let's go. But Austin Dillon, come on, man. You can't just dump people. Alright, well, there we go. Pit stops occurred. There we go. Wow, they were actually pretty quick and efficient with the Bell pit stop. Only 11.2 compared to his teammates' 10.2 on the same stop. So, I mean, considering the fact that he had spun, they didn't spend a whole lot of time worrying about potential issues. Alright, so yeah, right now though, Mike McDowell's still leading the field. He's about to lap, wow, Mike McDowell is about to lap Denny Hamlin. Who would have thought that that would be a sentence we'd be saying? Here we go. Noah Greg's coming to pit road. A couple others following down to pit road here. Chase Elliott coming down. Eric Jones on pit road as well as he comes to pit road. And we're working our way through this one. There we go. And Gregson gets his stop. Alright, let's see. Daniel Hemrick. Again, we're just kind of working our way through this one. Eric Jones on pit road for an exceedingly long time. 23, 24, 25 seconds and more here on pit road. So, Eric Jones definitely not in any sort of condition to win the race now that he's had that pit stop. Even if he was in contention before, which he may have been, he would have been so far. It would have been a real long shot to see him actually trying to win this thing. Alright, let's see. Alright, here we go. MTJ and Alex Bowman are both on pit road now. Let's see. Alright, so Bowman getting 4 tires and fuel. Truex with a 10-second pit stop. 10 seconds flat on that one. That's pretty impressive. Josh Berry gets an 11.2. Bowman leaves with a 12.6 second pit stop. That normally I would say that's pretty good, but with the pit stop times we just saw, that is not a very good pit stop time whatsoever comparatively to those ones. Now again, Bowman's in the good. He's got the point gap, but yeah, all right. Again, Bell did squeeze Austin Dillon a little bit, but then Austin Dillon just goes straight up there and dumps him. Alright, so here we go. Let's see. And again, I have no idea what the 3 was thinking there, outside of just trying to wreck people for the sake of it, which, fair enough. We've seen him do that plenty of times. Alright, so yeah, right now, here we go. Mike McDowell hanging on to a 3-second lead here. Everybody else is kind of cycling to pit road. Somewhere between lap 48 and lap 60 here. Alright, so yeah, here we go. Let's see. We go to a side-by-side commercial break. And yeah, right now, I'm going to go ahead and grab myself another drink because I am definitely needing a little bit of energy here. But yeah, when we get back, hopefully we won't have another crash to talk about. But I will be right back, and I'm going to run a quick ad. Alright, and we are back, and here we go. Let's see. We got Mike McDowell on pit road here. They're not back from the side-by-side commercial break, but Mike McDowell did come to pit road for a nice quick stop. And let's see where he comes out in the cycle of everything here. Alright. Mike McDowell looks like he is going to come around. We're going to have to wait and see where he comes around here. Alright. 37-38. Those are your last 2 drivers on the... Alright, here we go. LaJoy, Cindric, Logano are your top 3. Alright, so here we go. Again, we're going to have to wait and see. 24 laps to go here. We're closing in on the end of this one. It could be over pretty soon. It's all about the question of where will the final pass come from and who has the right strategy here. Alright, so there we go. Just double checking that. And here we go. Cindric on pit road. 12.3 second pit stop for Cindric. And that now puts... Alright, let's see. So Chastain, he was your leader at the beginning of the cyclist stop. So we're going to say... Oh no, SVG and Hocevar have actually both leapfrogged Chastain in the pits. So it looks like Buescher, SVG, you got a couple of quick guys who have been able to make their way through the field pretty good. So here we go. Here comes the 7 of Corey LaJoy to the pit road. That is your race leader right now coming down. And again, right now, Chris Buescher is your leader of the guys who have already pit. yeah, for the final time. Definitely curious to see how this ends up all shaking out here. And if you guys are excited as well, hit the like button and let's see. Alright, look, all fans are talking about needing some caution laps. I certainly would not be opposed to another caution. Alright, let's see. Alright. And here's SVG versus Austin Dillon as Austin Dillon gets crossed over there through the bus stop, and SVG making his way on through. So you got SVG, you got Chastain both nose to tail there. Alright, so here we go. Let's see. Again, everybody kind of swerving around. 3 wide, and I thought Austin Dillon was about to wreck somebody else on the entrance to the pits, but no, here we go. Austin Dillon and Bubba Wallace both coming to the pit road. So both of them heading pit side. That is going to be a help here to them and not necessarily a hindrance. Alright, so here we go. Again, right now, Logano, Zane Smith, Larson, Keselowski, and Suarez are your top 5. That is such a weird top 5 to see. And again, right now, Chris Buescher in 6th place. He is pounding the ground, trying to find every little bit of speed he can here. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Alright, so again, 20 laps to go here. They've worked their way through this one pretty well here, honestly. Alright. And here comes Larson down pit road. So Larson coming down pit road. That is going to advance everybody basically one spot. Buescher now up into the top 5. Hocevar, Van Gisbergen, Chastain, and McDowell all gaining spots. Whew, there we go. All right. Let's see, 20 laps to go here. And again, right now they're talking about his recently announced double that he will be doing with the McLaren guys again at the Indy 500. So he will try and do Indianapolis and Charlotte at the same weekend once again. And here we go again. Right now we're closing in on this one. Alright, here we go. Zane Smith, Suarez, Harrison Burton coming to the pits. And Logano and Keselowski, the 2 drivers, I believe, who have yet to pit here. The 17 of Harrison Burton, or not Harrison Burton, the 17 of Chris Buescher, absolutely pressuring his teammate there, Brad Keselowski, to let him by. And ultimately, team owner Brad lets Buescher go on past. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Going to another commercial break, and this time it's a full screen one, so we won't even be able to see what's happening. Which means heading to Twitter here. So McDowell a little bit further back, but on the freshest tires. So if we get a caution flag, McDowell might be on the freshest tires here. Definitely an interesting one. We'll have to wait and see where it all plays out. Hey, Kenneth Clark, how's it going? Will you raid my friend's channel? First off, what is their channel? Because I'm not going to just raid a random person's channel. And two, might do a raid at the end of the stream, but yeah, not overly. It's not something I do a ton, mainly because I don't have a ton of people watching usually of my own. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Alright, coming back from commercial break. Here we go. 18 laps to go. And also now I've got the chat back up so I can actually read it. Because I had I clicked on Twitter and it, for whatever reason, made my chat disappear. So, here we go. We're back. And Logano versus Buescher here. Battling it out for the lead of the race. Logano trying to put up as much of a fight as he can. Logano on older tires. We don't think he can make it to the end of the race regardless. Buescher putting up a massive front to try and ensure that... I see it right now. There we go. Buescher gets past Logano there, and now Buescher's going to set sail and take off here. Alright, so there we go. Let's see. Joey Logano, we got William Byron, Bowman, Bell. Oh no, the 15 of Kaz Grala has come to a stop in one of the runoff areas, and if he is unable to get that car going, nope, he's able to get it back going, and he's going to come to the pits. But there's a car right there. Oh, I thought that he was about to get run into there. No, he's able to get back to the pit lane, and that is going to be a... it's going to be still green. Staying green, staying green. So yeah, it just looks like he overcooked the final corner or something. Let's see. Alright, so again, here we go. 16 laps to go. Not a lot of time left on the race. Let's see. 16 laps to go. Buescher has the lead. This is Buescher's best shot to try and steal a race win here in the latter stages of the race. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and reactivate my camera. There we go. That way we can get the focus back. And here we go. Let's see. Where are we at? Phone. And here we go. Let's see. So again, Larson and Keselowski are stabilizing about 10 points above the cut line, although Keselowski still has to pit again for fuel, I think. And here we go. We might see him coming this time. No, he goes wide and he is going to stay on the track. So again, 15 laps to go here. Not a lot of time for these drivers to try and make up these gaps. Yeah, again, Shane Van Gisbergen 4.5 seconds back from Joey Logano and Chris Buescher. Or no, actually he's caught Joey Logano. Sorry, my bad. He's caught Joey Logano. He's about 4.5 seconds back of his team, or of his rival there. Chris Buescher is on the same pit strategy. But yeah, can we get a? Alright, I get that the battle between Larson, or between Keselowski and all them are interesting. Can we get a brief look at the Shane Van Gisbergen battle for second here? NASCAR, please. There we go. So yeah, right now, Larson's doing Logano's doing anything he can to try and pass the, or even close in on the back bumper of the 16 car. so yeah, again, 14 laps to go. And we're in position. There we go. Logano ends up losing the spot to SVG. And now it's Buscher versus SVG at the front of the field. Carson Hocevar up to fourth. He potentially could take third here when Logano pits. But the rest of them, it's all going to be about whether or not we have a caution here. We're at about 15 to go. Still plenty of time for a caution flag, but it would have to be somewhat soon if we're going to get one. And again, we will have to wait because there is no... I don't think there's much of a race here if there isn't a caution flag. If there's no caution flag, I don't think SVG runs down Chris Buscher by 5 seconds. I think Buscher just steamrolls this race if there is no caution flag. If there is a caution flag, all bets are probably off. Alright, so here we go. Let's see. Mike McDowell up into the top 5. There we go. Gotta love that. Briscoe up into the top 10. Again, he's been running inside the top 10 all day. He deserves a good finish. Alright, here we go. Some good old-fashioned body armor. And again, we got ourselves 12 laps to go here. The time is ticking down here for the drivers here. SVG has got to start making something happen if he wants a shot at this race win. And as of right now, there is a big gap in time between himself and the next car for position. Alright, so there we go. Again, massive gaps here. We're going to be coming to 11 laps to go, and SVG just not having the kind of performance he'd hoped for. Alright, so yeah, right now, as I say, we're just kind of waiting. I feel like we all are expecting a caution flag, but we just don't know when or if there is going to be one. The later we get into this run, the more I'm starting to think maybe we don't get a caution flag. We just run this thing 90 laps to the checkers. So far, we've had 2 cautions for contact, 2 cautions for stage ends. Alright, so yeah, right now we're just working our way through this one. Again, it should be about 11 laps to go here. And, yeah, these laps are just really long here. And alright, let's see. Watkins Glen International. And let's see. So, Chris Buscher currently holds a 4-second lead over SVG. SVG is cutting into that ever so slightly. The rest of the field, though, is absolutely out to lunch in terms of trying to run down the leader. I mean, Hocevar over 13 seconds back. McDowell over 13 seconds back. Chastain over 14 seconds back. Briscoe over 16 seconds back. Joey Logano hits pit road, and someone overshot the bus stop, and oh no, Harrison Burton's got a flat tire, and this could be big. This could be a caution flag. We'll have to wait and see if Burton's able to get the car all the way back to pit road like that without sending debris out. But yeah, he's trying to pick up the pace though, so he doesn't lose a ton of time. But there is definitely some debris coming off of that. The tire carcass, as long as again it all stays together. So far, it appears like there's definitely debris. That is going to be a caution flag, almost certainly. Yep, there's yellow. Yellow flag is out, and we are going to see a restart here as Harrison Burton's tire comes apart. Oh, and it was he was about to go a lap down, too. He actually does go a lap down right before the caution flag officially gets put out. But, yeah, he was... he definitely was in a bad spot there. Hey, Calvin, how's it going? if, okay, big if, there is a caution. Okay, there is a caution. We know that much. All right, so if Shane punts Buescher, does he get the Austin Dillon penalty? I think that is going to come down to a big question of circumstances. First off, I don't think Shane Van Gisbergen is the kind of driver to just go and straight up punt somebody. But also, I think the bigger thing that really hurt Austin Dillon's case was the fact that after he punted the first guy, he came down the track and turned another guy. So, if he say drives it off into turn one, punting the leader, and then another car comes through on the bottom and he turns down the track to try and wreck them. Definitely an interesting situation. All right, who do I think is gonna win? All right. So first off, my guy that I picked for the win pre-race, nowhere in sight, hasn't been there all day. He is in 11th place, William Byron. But I'm going to go ahead and make a new pick here. He's my guy. I know there's definitely some bias here. Michael McDowell. He's done it before, can't remember where. I mean, he hasn't had that many Cup Series races to really have much of a history of doing it. But, again, I think we'd have to see it first. Like, once we see it and see the exact circumstances, because I think that is a very much a case-by-case situation in NASCAR. Their rule book is a very gray area there. Dupe, bro, glad to be here. Chicago, okay. Chicago last year or Chicago when he won the race 2 years or a year ago? Because trying to remember back to exactly what happened. Let's see. Well, let's go ahead and pull up the Google box. Oh, nope, that is the wrong one. All right. SVG punts. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, don't even know how to start finding that replay. Oh, sup. Okay, yeah. Alright, and here we go. Coming down pit road. Pit road is open. William Byron, Chase Elliott coming down pit road. And let's see what's going to end up happening here. We got William Byron, Chase Elliott, both on pit road. They're only showing 2 drivers. Normally they show a 3-driver split here. But let's see. Oh, yeah, there's Bowman also coming to pit road. So 3 of the 4 Hendrick drivers are on pit road right now, getting some fuel and tires here. Yeah, I mean, again, if you're talking about who we want to win, absolutely for me it's I would love to see MTJ win, but again, I'm a big Mike McDowell fan. I'd love to see McDowell get a win. I wanted him in the playoffs so badly. So, but yeah, I would certainly be happy for MTJ if he does find his way to victory lane. I just don't know. He's in 9th place right now. That's going to be a little bit hard to try and see a scenario where he gets all the way back up there. Certainly not out of the question. He's proven he can do it before, but he has definitely struggled on the road courses in the next-gen era compared to the era before, the prior Gen 6. On the Gen 6 car, he was a beast on the road courses, but since moving to the next-gen car, he's only got one prominent finish, and it was a win at Sonoma last year. So here we go. They're going and showing all the people camping out around the track, and again, reminder for anyone who either hasn't been around on the channel a whole lot, don't expect a ton of videos. Don't expect a ton of videos or content from me this week, as I am going to be on my way driving down to Bristol starting tomorrow morning. Should be arriving down there sometime midday Tuesday, so I would expect if you're going to see a video or something, it would probably be Wednesday at the earliest. And then we got at the track racing for the ARCA, Trucks, Xfinity, and Cup Thursday through Saturday. So should be some good racing. Definitely excited to get to see Dale Jr. race in person. It's actually going to be the first time I've ever actually seen Dale Jr. race in person in the NASCAR Xfinity Series race next week from Bristol. But, yep. So, here we go. And still pacing here. Again, Buescher, he's got the lead, but, again, Michael McDowell, he's got the freshest tires right now. Yeah, he's got about 5 to 7 lap fresher tires than most everybody else ahead of him here. So, we're going to have to wait and see. I believe we should be getting the lights turning off on the pace car on the back straightaway this next time by here. So, there we go. And we are, again, we are within 9 laps to go here at the end of the race. Closing in on this one. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. If you guys are, of course, hit the like button and subscribe if you guys are new. We've been doing these types of streams all throughout the NASCAR season. In fact, we've been doing them now for 2 NASCAR seasons, and no looks at stopping them anytime soon. I've been having a ton of fun doing them. Also been doing some NFL streams, so if any of you guys happen to also follow the NFL, I know sports tend to overlap a little bit. I'm a Colts fan, so... but yeah, I stream a couple of NFL games usually as well, but no NFL games this week because I've got a pack for my trip. And oh my, the points could not be closer. Okay, yep. Truex in by 1 point. Gibbs out by 1 point. Keselowski out by 1 point. Briscoe's in by 4. Hamlin's out by 13 points. These points are gonna be so close, and Larson, Elliott, do not do anything to really ruin your shot. You guys are 20 points above. Somewhat safe, but really going to be chancing it if you go and spin out or take each other out here. And here we go. So no playoff point, or no stage points for Brad Keselowski, who is now, again, as we said a moment ago, 1 point shy of the playoffs. And again, he was just really bad in the stages, and that is going to put him in a really tough spot here. Alright, so let's see. What manufacturer does the poll think we're going to have win the race? So it's about 2/3 majority on Chevy. Okay. So we think a Chevy wins this race. So SVG, Hocevar, Chastain, maybe Corey LaJoie gets it done for Chevy. Ford contenders are obviously race leader Chris Buescher, as they are going and doing the choose cone, it looks like. Obviously Michael McDowell, Chase Briscoe, Ryan Preece, or Josh Berry for drivers inside the top 10 repping the Ford branding. And for Toyota, you really only have MTJ and maybe Christopher Bell is somewhere in the mix, but not really sure where Bell is running at the moment, and they don't have a full leaderboard being shown on screen, which is stupid. NASCAR, come on, show a bigger leaderboard here, come on. But yeah, here we go. Let's see. So they're showing the points, and I get it. They're talking about the points, but I think there's actually something to be said though about Austin Cindric. I think we all assumed he was going to be a first-round exit, and he is one of the most secure drivers in terms of points. He may lock into the playoffs at the end of this race alone. But here we go. Lights are off on the pace car. Pace car is going to leave the field in the hands of Buescher and Hocevar on the outside. Van Gisbergen going to restart inside second row. Michael McDowell on the inside row as well here. That outside row made up of Hocevar and Chastain. Green flag's out. We are back to racing. And here we go. They're going to start to fan out, looking for the spot. You got Corey LaJoie getting into the back of Michael McDowell. Not going to wreck him. Good. Whew. Thought for a moment Corey LaJoie was about to take Michael McDowell right out of the field here. Michael McDowell into the back of Ross Chastain here as they go through the S's. Race leader Chris Buescher has been able to take his spot back at the front of the field. And Rosschastain was able to successfully cut in front of Michael McDowell. Now everybody's trying to jump out from behind him. Caution! Flag! Oh, no! No, no, no! Brian Keselowski and... Come on, man! William Byron and Brian Keselowski tangle at the end of the S's, and the tire curse has officially struck William Byron yet again. Alright, well, time to go ahead and do my man, that is a bummer. Yep, yellow flag is out. Caution flag, and that was such a big wreck there. And man, Byron, and that probably ends Keselowski's hopes of a good points day here to try and salvage it. And let's see what happened. Oh, all right. So he got hooked on Logano's front end and just. Yeah, and then just, I'm kind of surprised, honestly, that wreck didn't get any worse than that. I mean, you see these cars start to take off, and we've seen them in recent weeks get really up in the air and out of control, but luckily this wreck stayed fairly tame. I mean, obviously, hoping that those two drivers are okay, but that wreck could have been a whole lot worse if the 24 car had taken flight and or tumbled back across the track a bit after it hit the fence. Looks like the wheel may have actually gotten stuck in the window slot, which, I mean, again, that's one of those things you hope that Brad Keselowski's okay after that, but potentially getting it stuck there, again, potentially stopped William Byron's car from potentially ricocheting across the track, which at a very narrow, basically chokehold point of the track would be a very dangerous spot. So there we go. I have said my apology there, and let's see. I'm just going to quickly check my fantasy football lineup, just see how I'm doing. 3% chance of winning. Okay, yep. Yeah, Harrison Butker has not done what I needed him to do. Pittsburgh's defense is doing okay. But yeah, I was going up against three of the best receivers in the game, though. And Zach Charbonnet did amazing in Seattle. Alright, Fantasy League 2. Again, we got 6 laps to go here in the NASCAR race. We are under caution, so you're not missing anything here. Alright, well, I have a slim lead over my opponent, but... Oh, wow. Alright, so he still has a lot of... he still has a lot of game left to go, and his players have been on fire. Oh, yeah, he had... So, there we go. I think I can win that game. It'll just come down to... Or that matchup in fantasy, but it'll come down to Monday night. So, won't know until I'm on the road how that ended up, but we go. Alright. And I know I forgot to do it last caution flag, so we'll go ahead and pan the camera back over here. We're going to go ahead and open up another pack of racing cards here while we're at the caution flag and while they're still cleaning up everything from that wreck. So here we go. So yeah, we've been opening up some cards here. Figured I had them laying around. Still need to open them at some point. So these are 2021 NASCAR Chronicle packs. So here we go. Let's see. Again, I'm trying to do them away from the mic, so hopefully it's not too loud for you guys. And the very first card we get We get a Natalie Decker card. Okay, great. Gotta love when you get a card of someone who's probably never gonna race again. Oh, we got a Mason Massey card. Okay, that's an interesting one. All right, who do we got? We got a Austin Dillon Contenders card with a mock ticket. Ooh, William Byron race car card there. That Exalta scheme is really cool. That should come back at some point. And then we got the Justin Allgaier holographic card there. So there we go. And yeah, that's going to be the pack here. And again, we're going to try and do basically one pack for all these extended yellows here. Yeah, well, Saints have done that the last 2 weeks, but I think a lot less people expected it out of the Saints against the Cowboys today. And yeah, that is definitely that's definitely a game I did not expect to see go that one-sided there. But yeah, let's go ahead and actually just look at some of the other NFL games so far. So again, Vikings upsetting the 49ers. Did not expect that. Seahawks, Patriots into overtime. I kind of expected that. That might be the thing. Commanders beating the Giants. Chargers, Panthers. I had that one right. I think I had the Cowboys beating the Saints. I had the Colts beating the Packers, so I got that one wrong. Browns, Jaguars. I think I had the Jaguars beating the Browns, so that didn't work out for me. Jets beating the Titans. I had that one right. Buccaneers beating the Lions. I think I had the Lions beating them. Ravens. Raiders beat the Ravens? What? Wow, the Raiders take down the Raiders, or the Raiders take down the Ravens, I mean. Cardinals are up 24-3 at halftime in their game. But yeah, the Saints 44-19 in Dallas. Yeah, that is pretty big. And here we go. So showing some highlights here of Bristol. Again, I can't wait to be back in the grandstands at Bristol Motor Speedway for the night race. So definitely looking forward to that one. Let's see, what are some of the other games? Chiefs-Bengals is actually still a shootout in the first half. Yeah, 13-10 between the Bengals and Chiefs. Steelers-Broncos. Steelers are up 7-0 right now. And then tonight we've got the Bears at Houston. I hope the Bears look better. That way there's a reason for me to stream the Bears-Colts game, although I might still do it anyway as long as I have internet on Sunday morning. Yeah, wherever I am down in Tennessee or Virginia-ish. Alright, so here we go. Coming back from commercial break. They're done running promos and showing all the playoff drivers and where they are currently running. So Briscoe, the highest running playoff driver, in 5th. Cindric in 11th. Larson in 12th. Elliott in 14th. Truex all the way down in 16th here. Suarez 17th, 18th for Bell, 20th for Logano, 23rd for Ty Gibbs. Reddick all the way down in 24th. I mean, that is just some rough runs there as we get ready for the run to the checkers here. Alright, so there we go. Double checking everything over here. Everything seems to be running smooth. And yeah, again, we are getting ready for the end of this one. Alright, so here we go. Let's see. So 4 laps to go. We are almost into overtime. If we go into overtime again here, that'll be definitely a little bit shocking, but that would also continue the trend because I think the running tally right now is 7 of the last 8, I believe, have gone into overtime in NASCAR, which is not particularly a great look. I mean, it means you have exciting last lap shootouts. But man, I like to see a nice clean finish where we actually know who the winner is, nice and quick. Especially when you feel like there's a small list of guys who have really earned this win. Like, I'd say first through about sixth. Any one of those drivers, I could justifiably say, yeah, they've earned it. But if they go for 2 overtimes and half those guys wreck out, yeah, lights are out on the pace car. Pace car pulling off the racetrack, and we are going to leave the field in the hands of the 17 and the 77 as we get ready to go back to racing. And it will be green, 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 green flags out. We are back to racing, and here we go. Hocevar, Buscher. Buscher on the inside, Hocevar on the outside. Shane Van Gisbergen hanging back, looking for the braking zone. Sees Buscher go deep. Yeah, Buscher forces the 77 up, but 77 able to get in line, and oh, Michael McDowell nearly just took out oh, no! Tyler Reddick just wrecked in front of Kyle Busch, and we got ourselves a caution. We're going to overtime. And we get ourselves a caution flag, and that is going to bunch them right back up together. And, yeah, Michael McDowell got nearly totaled Chastain's car there. And, yep, going to another caution, which means another overtime attempt. But, yeah, here we go. And let's see. What on earth even caused that? Like, Elliott put the 4 of Josh Berry into the fence. Like, it's one of those weird ones where it's hard to even know what you're looking at. Like, okay. So the 38 of Gilliland's what sent that off. But then there was something completely different and unrelated about 4 or 5 car lengths back with the Rick Ware car of number 51. That's Haley. Alright, so let's see. So yeah, Justin Haley just has some sort of brake issue there right in front of the 45. I don't know. I mean, that is just a weird one there. But, hey, I'm not going to complain about it another overtime. Gives Michael McDowell another shot. Because, again, Michael McDowell nearly just wrecked Chastain. So, Michael McDowell is currently in 5th place. I'm hoping that maybe Michael McDowell can somehow find his way through on a restart. But so far, I'm not seeing him having much of a shot. And he's got to get it done here soon. But, again, we're fighting. We're staying in the fight here so far. And again, we're waiting to see this one. Alright, onboard here. Not sure whose car it's the onboard of. But, yeah, here we go. Let's see. There's the 10. Oh, is this Gilliland? This might be Gilliland's onboard. Yeah, there's nothing to see on Gilliland's onboard because everything happened right behind him. But, yeah, I mean, just a ton of cars, I guess, over-braking or trying to out-brake each other, but they end up just wrecking into each other instead. So, yeah, that'll be a minute of, that'll take a minute to go ahead and clean up. So, once again, we'll go ahead and open up another pack of cards here, since this will take a minute, and I just want to take one last look at this replay here. Mainly focusing on, okay, they're showing the focus on the Mike McDowell part of this one, but I'm trying to look further back. Another car just starts screeching the brakes right behind them. Okay, here we go. I think this is going to be the, okay, so somebody shoved, so it was the 5 car of Larson who shoved the 38 of Gilliland. So Larson shoves Gilliland. Gilliland basically tries to retaliate and tap Larson back, and in doing so, he ends up wiping out the 9 car and causing the mess in the back. So okay, so that's what happened there. All right, let's go ahead and open up another pack of cards here. So here we go. Back over here. So we got ourselves a pretty decent pile of cards here. And we got 2 packs left up from this box again. And I'm trying to open the pack basically away from the mic, so hopefully it's not too loud for you all. Again, this is something I just wanted to experiment with. Alright, come on. Here we go. Alright. So, there we go. There's the card to go and get a take it to 2 years ago's Daytona 500. And here's our card. So we got Ryan Blaney. Oh, we got a Jesse. Oh, we got a really cool Jesse Love card there. That's a really thick one, too. Then we got Ryan Newman in the Oscar Mayer. Brad Keselowski in that kind of green and purple Titan. And another Brad Keselowski to end off the pack. There we go. And we got one more pack. If we see another crash, we'll go ahead and save that for then. If not, we will open it at the end of the stream. But yeah, so far though, we've had some pretty good cards coming out of there. Don't know the exact value of any of them off the top of my head, mainly just because buying and selling racing cards isn't something I've done a ton of, but cards look cool. I actually got a really cool Richard Petty blue card the other day when I was opening a pack. But here we go. Let's see. All right. They look to have everything pretty well cleaned up. I believe we might be seeing the choose cone next time, this time by, which means we would be going green at the end of this lap. We'll have to wait and see. Right now, Reddick and Byron are both showing 30 points above the cut line. Meanwhile, guys like MTJ, 23 points out. Keselowski, 12 points out after the crash he was involved in. Hamlin, 13 points out. Harrison Burton, 19 points out. Some guys with... honestly, this round of the playoffs has not been anywhere near as cut and dry as I think any of us really expected it to be. I think a lot of us thought, yeah, it'll probably just be pretty boring, but here we go. They're doing the choose cone. And, yeah, we're going to get a chance to see. Larson making a last-minute change there, and it is going to be... Wow. Alright, so there we go. So it's going to be... Michael McDowell gets the third car on the inside line. That's good. So that means basically the 4 cars in front of him. 2 of them chose inside, 2 of them chose outside. And we are going to be getting ready here for overtime. So getting ready for overtime. And again, that means we will be going green at the line this time. So... Buescher and Hocevar. Imagine if Hocevar wins this race and he is the one that steals a win from the playoff guys. When you've got guys like SVG, McDowell, Buescher, who are the guys you would expect to be stealing wins from playoff drivers. And it just ends up being Hocevar, or even crazier if Zane Smith finds his way through the field. Here we go. Pace car's off. Field is in the hands of the 17 and the 77 as they come down to the green flag, and it is green, green, green. Green flag's out. We are back to racing, and we have got ourselves 2 laps to go here. SVG trying to make a really aggressive move on the inside. Takes him 3 wide. There we go. 3 wide. SVG looking for the lead. Shane Van Gisbergen to the race lead. Now Buescher going to try and see if he can maybe make a move back on SVG entering the braking zone of the bus stop. Also, we got to see if we even get that far, because we have not gotten this far in the lap on any of these late race restart attempts yet. But so far, so clean, and Buescher not able to really stay close enough to make a move through the bus stop. They appear to have been clean. And we've got ourselves a duel here. It's going to be... We've got 2 corners left. If there's going to be another overtime attempt, if it's going to just be a one and done on the overtime attempt, we will see it. But here we go. Yeah, 2 corners to go. the 17 and the 16. Van Gisbergen, Buescher. Who's going to get it done here? He nudged him, but again, that's just racing. But here we go. White flag goes out for Shane Van Gisbergen. Van Gisbergen and Buescher with a absolutely monster lead here, especially for a one-lap run here. And now you got 1 lap to go here. Coming through the S's, Buescher knows he's got about 2 more shots to realistically try and pass SVG. The first one is going to be down into this bus stop here as they come down the back straightaway, looking for the lead, and it is going to be SVG with a near perfect execution of the bus stop. No! Buescher gets through his bumper! There we go! And Buescher returns the favor for the nudge he got at the start of the race, or at the start of the run here as they went green, and Buescher nudges him back and takes the spot back. Nice clean move there, honestly, for Chris Buescher here. And to the back bumper, Ken SVG. He's got 1 more corner to go. Shane Van Gisbergen, and he's going to lose. No, he almost lost that, but no, it is going to be Chris Buescher off the final corner. Shane Van Gisbergen almost lost that car, but Chris Buescher wins the race. SVG second. Third is going to be Carson Hocevar. Fourth, Ross Chastain. And rounding out your top 5 is Zane Smith. What happened to Michael McDowell? What happened to McDowell? Where did he finish? Come on. Please tell me he only finished like 6th. 7th? Are you kidding me? Oh, come on, Michael McDowell. But yeah, again, I think, again, very fair racing. Again, SVG definitely nudged him a little bit on the restart, but again, that's very fair in terms of the way NASCAR typically officiates. And then Chris Buescher, again, the revenge nudge at the very end. Again, just paid him back, didn't wreck him, nobody junked each other. That is good, hard road course racing, and that is quintessential NASCAR. So again, yeah, Buescher just drives it in deep, makes the move, nudges him just enough to get by, but not enough to wreck him. Yep, that is exactly, again, quintessential racing. If you're looking for an example of what good, hard, fair racing is compared to the quote-unquote the Austin Dillon scenario that was proposed earlier, that is the clean version right there. I mean, again, you get just enough contact to make the pass that you need, but not so much that you end up junking each other. You both end up coming across the line 1 and 2 at the end of the day. I mean, again, I love to see it when we actually get to have a race finish here under a good, clean finish. We don't see them too often, but the fact that we got to see them here, and again, Buescher just, again, it was a last-ditch move. Chris Buescher wins the race. If only he'd been able to do that in the regular season. And both drivers just barely evading that wall on the entrance to the bus stop there, which is what allowed SVG to get caught there in the first place. And here we go. Chris Buescher taking off the helmet. And Chris Buescher is your Watkins Glen Go Bowling at the Glen 250 or whatever they call this race. They didn't even have a number on the website. They just had the Go Bowling at the Glen as the name of the race. So, yeah, muscled his way to the finish. Yeah. So, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and end the poll. And then, as per usual, if you guys only wanted to stay for the race reaction, I understand, and I will see you guys in the next video or live stream. But as per usual, we are going to go down through the entire finishing order, give every driver their dues for where they did finish on the day, and we'll go ahead and take a peek over at IndyCar's finish as well, even though I suspect I already know what the answer there is going to be. So let's go ahead and get another leaderboard up so I can actually read through it. But here we go. All right. So as you guys know, Chris Buescher got the win. absolutely great race, clean race there for the number 17. Car number 16, SVG, comes home in the second position. Fought hard for that one. Ultimately comes up short, but hey, he made it known that he will be a threat in this series next year when he is a full-time driver. And he's going to race every road course, and he's going to be in these cars weekly, so he'll be even more comfortable with just the race car as a whole. I think that's a big advantage for SVG next year. Carson Hocevar. What more needs to be said about Hocevar at this point? That he has outperformed every expectation of what a Spire Motorsports car could or should be in that number 77 this year. A third place finish here, absolutely amazing. Ross Chastain coming across the line with a fourth place finish. Great job for him. Again, wish he were in the playoffs. And then Zane Smith rounding out your top 5 finishers here today. The top 5 all not in the playoffs. Zane Smith, another one of those Trackhouse guys who the second half of the season especially, he's been outperforming his equipment. We still do not know where Zane Smith will be racing in 2025. I certainly hope he will be racing something, whether it's a truck, Xfinity, or Cup Series car. Someone give him a full-time ride. But, again, good top 5 day here for Zane Smith at a road course, and he really ran there most of the second half of the day. Chase Briscoe, your first playoff driver, comes home in the 6th position. Yeah, good day for him. Michael McDowell lost a couple spots there on the restart and comes home in the 7th position. Corey LaJoie comes home 8th. All 3 Spire cars in the top 5. In the top 10, I mean. All 3 Spire cars in the top 10. Legitimately, what world are we living in at this point? Ryan Preece coming home in the 9th position, and Austin Cindric will round out our top 10 finishers. And I believe that puts him, he is the second best finishing playoff driver here. Then we got Noah Gragson coming home in the 11th position. 12th will be Kyle Larson. 13th, Daniel Suarez. 14th, Christopher Bell. And rounding out our top 15 finishers here today, Joey Logano. Todd Gilliland comes home in the 16th position. 17th will be Bubba Wallace. 18th, Alex Bowman. 19th, Chase Elliott. And rounding out our top 20 finishers, Martin Truex Jr. in his final full-time season goes and gets a 20th place finisher to send off the Glen. John Hunter Nemechek in the 21st position. Just a little bit of a disappointing day, but honestly, the entire season I think has been a fairly decent disappointment, unfortunately, for those guys. But yeah, Ty Gibbs comes home 22nd in the number 54 car. Denny Hamlin coming home 23rd. 24th for Harrison Burton. And rounding out our top 25 is Josh Berry. Again, a really just rough set of finishes there. I mean, Harrison Burton and Denny Hamlin both with significant damage late in the race. Both just fighting to try and come back with top 25 finishes there. Then you got Brad Keselowski 26th. 27th was Tyler Reddick, the one of the better road course racers in the field. Then you got Austin Dillon 28th. 29th is Justin Haley. 30th will be Kyle Busch on the day, and Daniel Hemrick rounds out the lead lap finishers in 31st place, driving car number 31. Then you got Juan Pablo Montoya, 1 lap behind the race, driving the number 50 car here. It was somewhat irrelevant most of the day, but hey, you know what? It was cool to see Juan Pablo out here in a cup car, and hopefully we get to see him back out again soon. Eric Jones comes home 2 laps off the pace, 33rd position for him. William Byron comes home 2 laps off the pace as well in 34th. Kaz Grala comes home 5 laps shy of the checkered flag in 35th. AJ Allmendinger coming home in the 36th position, 86 laps shy of the checkered flag with his mechanical issue. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. coming home 90 laps shy of the checkered flag with his wreck on lap 1. And Ryan Blaney eliminated in the lap 1 wreck, 92 laps shy of the checkered flag. He didn't even complete a single lap. And that will round out our entire field of finishers here from Watkins Glen. So Thank you guys for watching. If you guys did, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you guys are new so you guys don't miss any future videos or live streams. Once again, I will not be doing any football streams this weekend, as I need to start packing for the NASCAR weekend in Bristol, so I will be heading down there. Gaming channel update: if you guys like Pokemon, I have a gaming channel that I've been uploading to, and I've actually pre-recorded some videos for while I'm away, so there will be uploads over on that channel throughout the time. But until next time, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video, live stream, whatever you guys decide to do with the rest of your night. Have a great night, everybody, and goodbye!